relationship with a game that's like an abusive husband where you put all this time and emotion and money into, and it just slaps you right back? It's World of Tanks, at least for me. Maybe you feel the same. I want to shine a light on some of the parts of this drunken X of a game that are actually positive, but most tend to be negative just because of the choices that these developers have made over at Wargaming. I don't know who even runs their balancing department. I think he should belong in a white room, if I'm being completely honest, seeing the current state of the game, and they don't seem to actually care about what the real players actually care about. They only care about appeasing the very, very beginners and the people that just keep throwing their wallet at the game. Now, I used to throw my wallet at the game. Over about 9 or 10 years of playing the game, I've spent a couple $1,000s. That's my bad. But that was during a time that the game was actually good and it seemed like they actually cared about development. Nowadays, it just seems like a pure cash grab, and it's getting more and more obvious. I'm just so disheartened to see this game go this direction because I've always loved this game, and it's just so sad to see the choices that are being made nowadays, which I'll get to in a couple minutes. But it's just so sad because this is the game I actually grew up with, and just to see it in such an abysmal place that I actually just hate to play, and just I can't with this game. It's just so sad to where it was when I first started. The feeling of when I first started playing the game. Now, yes, I'm probably looking back with rose-tinted glasses, but genuinely, I feel like the game was actually good back then, and I've heard a lot of other people say the same, and it's just, looking at the game now and looking at it then, it's just so different. And like, I would love to see the developers actually care about the people like me that truly care about the game, have played the game for so long. I wish they would just listen to us. I wish that they would actually fix the game rather than just continue to rake in money. It's all about money for them. Now I understand where World of Tanks falls into the grand scheme of gaming as this video is sponsored by World of Tanks, which it's not. I'm a non-existent YouTuber. I don't even know how you found me in the first place, but they have no idea that I exist. That's fine. I don't even want recognition from them. I just want to show people that there are some good things in this game, but I just kind of want to shine a light on some of the negatives that I feel like a lot of the player base just doesn't want to either think about or that they just haven't paid attention to. And maybe I'll throw on a tinfoil hat at some point in a few minutes. Wargaming's snowball of pay-to-play begins with gold ammunition. They don't call it gold ammunition because it's special ammunition, but for the sake of the community, it's gold ammunition. What is gold ammunition? Well, it costs about 4 times the average price of a shell and does about 1/5 more penetration, with next to no downsides on most and some with only positives. The only way that these can be run at higher tiers while being able to break even is with either premium account or a premium tank, which you will have shoved down your throat from day one. Now, once the new players get to that tier 5, tier 6 mark, especially tier 6, they realize the training wheels have fallen off and it's no longer a point-and-click adventure game, and they actually have to learn how armor works, how shells work, and how a lot of the mechanics of the game really work, because they aren't really implemented in the low tiers to the degree that they are in the upper tiers. And the only real way that they tend to stick around is by buying a tier 8 premium tank with mom's credit card because it looks cool and it's a tier 8 and they want to play the highest tier that they can, and then they get shit on by the matchmaker with other players that actually know what they're doing, and even tier 10s that they don't even have any remote clue on how to take down themselves. So they tend to just drop the game after they bought that. And that's what it seems Wargaming, all they care about is just getting that player to that point. And then the player gives up. And Wargaming walks away with a little bit of money, and the player walks away not liking the game. Speaking of tier 8 premium tanks, the most recent one that Wargaming have released is the Vipera, and it happens at a really suspicious time. At the time of release, Wargaming's big content creators all have their bundles in the store that they make money off of themselves. At the same time as the most broken tier 8 premium tank to date is released. Here I have the 3D model of the Vipera versus one of the most played tier 10 medium tanks, gold ammunition. It's a 50% penetration. And people say that, oh, it gets shit on in tier 10. No, the fuck it doesn't. Look at this. They need to learn how to play the tank. I've seen most of the people that play this tank sniping with it. It's not a tank destroyer. It has no weak points, and it's a hold down monster. Let's talk about hold down monsters. Here I present to you the singular most overpowered tank to ever exist in this game. Now, they released the most overpowered tier 8 premium tank. They also released the most overpowered tier 10 tank ever. Stronger than the Chieftain, the 279, any of them. This thing is damn near unpenetratable in a hold down position by the highest penetration gun in the game, the Jagdpanzer E100, firing heat. This is all happening at the same time as the wargaming content creators all have their bundles in the store. Does that not seem a little suspicious?
That a lot of the tinfoil hatters believe, thinking that wargaming are literally just flicking on and off a win switch to try and
Mentally condition
you, even if sometimes it can feel like that in kind of like your subjective monkey brain.
To disagree with wargaming's poster child of World of Tanks, my monkey brain has figured some shit out, and at least on my account, I can't say for other people, but I've been testing for about a year and a half on and off when I can deal with this bullshit game. I've realized that rigged matchmaking does in fact exist. I've realized that it goes day by day, and it also is based off of your purchases in the store. Whenever you make a purchase in the store, roughly for that session, you'll have improved RNG on your weapon. The enemies that target you will have worse RNG, and you'll be put on the most likely to win team. Now, this whole on and off switch, it's not really an on and off switch. It's just there's definitely a stacked team and a not so stacked team. The only way that that is actually upset is by the rigged 4 team to just throw it. I've realized that it goes based off of day, and you can see I have some of my statistics on screen of going week by week, and you can see there are some weeks that I went below 50% average, which averages about 43% win rate. That's on days that I just played to play. That's on weeks that I just played to play. And the ones that are above the 50% mark, that are about 55-60% average, those are ones where I cherry-picked lobbies. And something that I found out how to make my win rate better is by cherry-picking day by day, and the moment that I lose, I stop playing. And my win rate has gone from about a 48% to a 50%, above 50%. It is very, very easy to do that way. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication. Now, these are entirely my speculations. I'm sure there are going to be some of you jackasses in the comments calling me a tinfoil hatter. I admit it. But for me personally, that is my belief, and it's given me the ability to raise my win rate. But no, I think it does exist, at least on my account, to some degree, and I'm able to manipulate it. Enough of the tinfoil, back to brass tacks. Before the Italian tank destroyer takeover of 2022, before that we had the hold down meta, and now it's even worse than the hold down meta. It's just a stronger hold down meta, I don't know. But before it, we had the hold down meta, and it was honestly a fun time to some degree to me. And I understand that sniping cupolas on top of tanks can get annoying to a lot of people, and it's fun in my mind every once in a while, not all the time, but it's satisfying to trade hits cupola to cupola, and to win a fight like that, it just feels a little bit more satisfying. Honestly, the gameplay for me, the best part is just those close quarters heavy tank combat. Like, any fights like that are my absolute favorite, where you're just trying to hide your weak point and try and find theirs, and you're trying to trick each other and outplay each other. That is my favorite thing about this game. It feels so good. I'm pretty decent at the game, to be completely honest with you. When I care about winning a game, I do pretty fucking well. That's why I have the Concept 1B. Yeah, I'm one of those people. It's my prized possession. It's just so much fun to play. it's already decently strong in a decent player's hands, so I just went ahead and just maxed out like bond equipment and like gold ammo only. It's a fun time, I'm not gonna lie. And for those of you that may be grinding for it, it is definitely worth it as long as you have enough of the skills to back it up. You need to understand how close quarters combat fight works, and you also need to really understand how the armor of the vehicle works. You need to understand how to hide weak points, and just, you have to play quick though. That's the thing about that tank, is you have to play quick. And those are those fights where it's like quick reaction, outthinking the other player. That's where it is in the game for me. Like, that is the gameplay to me. And it's something I can't really find anywhere else. Yeah, there are other games like War Thunder and the Armored Warfare, which I have fun in both of those in their own respects. Honestly, nowadays, War Thunder is like a better game to me than World of Tanks, which I'll probably be making a War Thunder video at some point, because I just have so much fun in that game right now. But honestly, World of Tanks has something that neither of those have, and it's just like the way that combat is done. It's a lot more arcadey than War Thunder, and a lot less arcadey than Armored Warfare. Generally speaking, there's just something in World of Tanks that can't come from any other game. And I just love that gameplay. I don't know, it's just something I can't get enough of. Now, the campers that we have nowadays, they kind of ruin my fun. The people that just like sit in the back and just don't actually play the game. Yeah, I get it, you're trying to win, but it's just, I would rather a high intensity fight to a slow, drawn out engagement. And I just hope so much that wargaming finally gets their shit in line and actually goes in a better direction, like making more fast-paced, more close quarters, more fun fights. Now I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I think that they should balance it towards everybody, but I feel like the focus should be taken off of money and put more towards the people and what we actually want. That's just all I want from this game, and I'd love to see if they could get this shit back on the track that it originally was when I first started playing. I will gladly come back to this game, and I will gladly spend money again on this game. Speaking of spending money, let's talk about the Christmas event. Holiday Ops in World of Tanks, aka the Christmas event, is honestly the one time I truly enjoy the game anymore. It's the one time I'm willing to spend the money on the game, which Wargaming knows their player base quite well, aka me. And I'm definitely willing to throw some cash at the game when Holiday Ops rolls around, because it's just so much fun. That gambling just scratches that itch that no other form of gambling can. CSGO cases have nothing on World of Tanks cases, I swear. But it's just the events going on, the discounts, the new vehicles, like the boxes. Me and a friend of mine always try and see who can get the best stuff out of the boxes for the least amount of money. It's so much fun. I can't even remember what the highest number I spent on just one Holiday Ops was, probably around $300. I'm not too proud of that, but it was worth it nonetheless to me. It's just such a good time. Just that's when World of Tanks is fun nowadays. Any other time of the year, it's just not it. There just really isn't anything going on in the game. I know you have ranked and everything, and I've enjoyed playing ranked only to get the concept. I don't enjoy ranked really that much. I don't like taking games seriously. I like games for playing them for fun. That's why, like, if I play a competitive game like Rainbow Six or Valorant or any of those games, CSGO even, I play a shit ton of competitive FPS games or just competitive games in general. I just never take them seriously. It's not fun to me. I like playing games for fun and having a good time, rather than winning. Now, the only reason I care about winning in World of Tanks is because of the way the community is. In the community, if you have anything less than a 50% win rate, you're considered shit. And that's why I fight my hardest to get as high as a win rate as I can, so I don't have to hear their bullshit. For a while, I actually turned off chat. I forgot exactly what caused me to do that, but I turned off chat, and honestly, not being able to communicate with the actually nice people in the community took away a lot from the game from me, and that really saddened me to not be able to talk to the actually nice people in random queue. Because that's fun to me. I like interacting with people to some degree online. And just having those just engagements with those people is just a lot of fun. Thing is, it's just the World of Tanks community, a lot of them are just super, super toxic. You have people on both sides of the spectrum. You've got Quickie Baby Stan boys. You've got fucking Chems. He's got his army of fucking QB haters and map design haters. I honestly fall into Chems' category a little bit more, the more anti-wargaming side. But there are some things that QB says that I have to give him credit on. But honestly, I just want to play the game to have fun. And I wish that Wargaming would make some better decisions to push the game in a direction that's actually more fun and less money-based. Because if it keeps going this direction, I just have to stop playing the game. And not that one person quitting World of Tanks is going to be that big of a deal. It's just, that's what I've spent I think it's like 10 years this fall. I spent 10 years of my life playing this game. Growing up all through my teens, playing this game, and just to see it succumb to greed, and just seeing that just hurts me a lot. It does. So that's what I've got to say. I'm going to leave you with some clips of some random bullshit that's happened to me. I hope you enjoy. This is the first of many videos to come. I don't plan on making just World of Tanks content. I definitely plan on making a wide variety of games that I find fun at the moment. But I would like to make this whole YouTube thing a viable income source. It is my dream. It's been my dream for so long, and I just never knew what kind of content I wanted to make. I always teetered back and forth between compilations and just a bunch of different genres, and this is what I finally fell on, and this is just my form of content. I love the way that I'm making content now. I love the vision that I have, but this is my dream. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna give this a shot for a little while. If I can't make this whole thing happen in like a year and a half, then I guess that'll be it for my dream. But if you enjoyed so far, and maybe if you enjoy what's the clips I've got coming up, maybe leave a like. Highly appreciated, man. Like it means a lot to me. Every little bit helps towards making this a reality for me. So thank you if you did, and if you didn't, have a good day. Yes, RNG. Yes, RNG. Okay, I think their Vipera has, what do you call it, rigged RNG. I think he might have just bought it. I'm gonna have to check his account, see how many battles he has in it. Because my shells are landing nowhere remotely close to him. Like, yeah, that could just be an arty thing, but I think that it's a Vipera, like, premium RNG thing. I'm not even remotely interested. I don't even care about my marking anymore. I just care about shooting this Vipera. Can you tell I don't like Viperas? Dude, it won't even land anywhere remotely close to him. I guarantee he has sub 5 games in this thing. He has single-digit games in this thing. Guaranteed. Trying to find his Vipera. Did I call it or did I call it? 6 games. Get fucked. I emptied all 3 shells into the tier 9. All of them penned. I hit the pixel. Dude, I had this guy's attention so much. He was so afraid of me. 7 kills. So they improved the it's nice that they're like making artillery a little harder to use in certain spots.
Oh, I missed.
My pilot's just like,
You don't understand that repair creep, dude. I know my that's completely counter. You can start to repair mounts, you know. Oh, nice. That's never fun.
Yeah, that's me as well. Sigma World of Tanks grind set.
Right, when they were gay.
Of course, it probably gets worse because the missiles are higher Gs and everything. But I'm really enjoying this right now. I gotta practice my aim. Like when you do a lot of your maneuvers and you're trying to turn and like lead a plane, and then you like fire a stream, they're supposed to fly right into it. I suck at that so badly. This is fun.
I'm gonna keep using your aggression against you, retard. Sorry, but it has to be this way. You're so torn as to who you want to peek. I had to use your aggression against you. It had to be done.
Hey, you somehow made it to the end of the video. I don't know how the flying fuck you did, but you did. And here at the end of the videos, I'd like to put just a little segment about some shows that I've been watching maybe the week of making this video, or just whatever recently I had seen that I found entertaining or wanted to point people in the direction of. And watch a lot of anime, and maybe you guys do too. If you do or don't, this one I'd highly recommend for you guys. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You probably heard a shit ton about it. If you're into anime, if you're not, honestly, this is for you. A lot of the stuff here in these little snippets at the end, it's probably going to all be anime. Just for a little bit more knowledge about me, I guess, for those of you that actually give a fuck. And maybe I can point you in the direction of a show you might really, really like that you may not have watched any other way. That's what I'd like to do, at least. But for this week, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Shit is fire. All I'm going to say going into it is Studio Trigger did a really fucking good job. Make sure you bring a box of tissues. I can't spoil it. I don't want to spoil things for anybody, but if you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you want to talk about it in the comments, hit me a comment down below talking about it. I'd love to. If you, for some reason, got to the end and haven't subbed or put a like down below, I don't know who would get this far without doing either of those things. So I'd encourage you yet again, just like earlier. But I will definitely be trying to make as much content as I can. I'll be streaming on YouTube on Saturdays and possibly Sundays. I may also be doing one in the week as well, one stream during the week, but I will most assuredly be streaming every Saturday. And I will put it on my Instagram down below as well if I don't stream for whatever reason, which I highly doubt. This is kind of my main focus in my life right now, so there should be no reason that I wouldn't be able to stream on a Saturday. Same on a Sunday. So if you're interested in all that, give it a look down below, and take it easy and have a chill day.